Hi guys, it's favorites time and I hope everybody's had a good weekend. This is going to be my first favorites video, so I'm just going to be sharing with you guys the products that I have been loving and reaching for in the past month. And so I'm just going to jump right to it because I do have quite a bit. So I'm going to start with the Laura Mercier Mineral Powder, Finishing Powder in number 2. I cannot say enough how much I love this. It has become a part of my daily routine, and I think it will remain a part of my daily routine. This is absolutely perfect personally for setting my foundation. It has just the right amount of coverage for me, not too sheer but not too heavy, especially now that it's much warmer. So loving this a lot. Um, and of course, along with that, I cannot do without my Laura Mercier Mineral Primer brush. I absolutely love this brush, and not just for applying the Laura Mercier, but overall, I think this is the best mineral or loose powder tool brush that I've ever encountered, only because of its design. For some reason, the short handle versus the kabuki, this just gives me a feeling of a lot more control with regards to application, but mostly it's the density of the bristles right here in the brush. It just, I mean, it's just wonderful in controlling the product that I put on my face, but at the same time that does not get wasted. A lot of the times with kabuki brushes, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but there's a lot of wasted product just because it just flies around, and especially with finely milled powders, by the time you start fluffing it off your cheek or your face, there's just all the particles, and this one does not do that at all. I just lightly dab it on the product, tap it a bit, and I just push it on, and I get maximum amount of the product on my face instead of all over the place. So that's definitely a favorite. I have also the Makeup Forever HD Translucent High Def Powder. Definitely a favorite, and I think this is going to be a staple for me. I don't use this on a daily basis, but I reach for this all the time if I want a more seamless finish. I think in terms of finishes, this gives the best finish in terms of finishing your makeup and making everything look like it just blends together. And for highlighter, I have two favorites. It is, first of all, the YSL Touche Eclat Radiant Pen. I use number 2 for my skin tone, so I use this right after my foundation, and I put concealer. I just apply this, you know, the usual way. You guys know how to apply this, so I'm not going to go to that because I have lots of things I'm still going to be talking about, but this has become a part of my routine always, and it's become, I think it's going to be one of those permanent ones as well. This highlighting sheer powder, actually it's a sheer face powder by Uemura. I've had this for quite a while, but I hadn't used it in so long, and this is Uemura face powder sheer in pearl. So it comes in a pot like this, and with a powder applicator, which I don't really use because I use a brush to highlight my cheeks, and it's still fairly full. It has a sifter right here, so it's very, very, you know, safe to carry around or to use. It has, true to its name, the finish is very like a pearl. I mean, it's a pearl finish, and it looks something like that. It's absolutely perfect as a highlighter, as a highlight product for your cheekbones, but it can get a bit shiny, so I always apply with a very light hand. So for face products, I think that's it. And for blushers, I have a couple that have become my favorites as of late. Two of them are matte blushes, just because I use bronzer a lot now and the weather is so much warmer, so I do not, and I highlight my cheekbones as well, so I don't want everything to be too shimmery. So one of them is Max Melba, which is just a peach matte blush. My other favorite blush is a cargo blush, and this is Cargo in Tonga. And this is more of like natural pink flush. And this goes very well with NARS Laguna. I also do love this Josie Maran Cream Blush in Sunset. And this is how it looks. Absolutely peach and gorgeous. Has a very dewy natural look. So I choose to I can wear it alone by itself, or sometimes I'd layer it and maybe put Melba on top just to, you know, have more dimension. And it's absolutely great. It doesn't streak. It just looks very natural. And for my last blusher, this is absolutely great. This is a Mineralize blush by MAC, and this one is in Warm Soul. So I just learned how to use this from the girl who was helping me in MAC, and basically you just take a brush like this. It's a very, you know, small and lightly dense blush brush, and what you do is just tap it a bit on the product. You don't get too much, and you literally just dab it on the apples of your cheeks. You can layer that on top of any blush that I use, and it just brings a warmth to my entire face and a certain glow which looks very natural. So that's definitely a favorite. And last but not the least is my bronzers. Well, I do have a couple. I've actually have quite a bit, but been using bronzers a lot since I've actually learned how to perfect using them and finding the right shades. So, but these two I've frequently been reaching for in the past month, and this is MAC's Refined Golden. This is a medium tan with a bit of a shimmer, gold shimmer undertone. I am an NC 30 to 35 in MAC, so if you guys are around that shade range, that would look great on you. And of course, everybody knows NARS Laguna. This is my NARS Orgasm Duo, which you can see I've had for a long time, but I never used to use bronzer before, so if you look at the Orgasm side, it's completely, I've hit pan on that. And the Laguna is so intact, it looks brand new, but as of late, I've been loving using that just, you know, on a daily basis to give me more of a glow. And I also do have, I'm sure you guys are aware of Coastal Scents, so they have this glow body and face bronzer, and the packaging doesn't really tell me what shade or tone this is, but this is a much darker tone than either of the two, the NARS or the MAC, and this just gives me an overall very sun-kissed glow. I look very tan in this one, but that's a favorite as well. So that's all, and I'm gonna be doing the second part, which is the lip products and the nail products in the next video. So I'll see you guys in a bit.